Yay! Applause. Welcome to Scattercast. This is episode 6, I think. Maybe it's 5. No, it's 6. Today, we unfortunately don't have Poot Nannies joining us today, but not to fret. We still have Gainer Coon.
Hello there.
Hello, Gainer, and Theodius.
Hello.
Whoa, you okay, Theodius?
Wabbit
Oh,
Hutton
sound like you swallowed your microphone.
I said hello.
So,
I was trying to sound like Elmer Fudge, but it didn't work.
hope everyone's doing
Sorry.
good. We are pre-Christmas episode, the last episode before Christmas. Next week, hopefully, we'll have a little wrap up for the year. But today, since we're shorthanded, let's talk a little bit about Cyberpunk 2077. It's been an interesting week for it. Teddy's had it for a solid week now. He can give us his thoughts, and I'd also like to talk about some of these Game Pass services. Game Pass specifically for Xbox and PS Now. Got them both this week, and just wanted to talk about them with you guys. First off, Teddy, what have you been playing? What have you been up to this week?
So far, I've been dedicating my time to some Cyberpunk.
All right,
You
so we'll
know,
talk about more about that later. So, yeah, how about watching? Watching anything?
uh, Finished up The Mandalorian. Very good, very good. I love the way it ended. I was like, it has to be this person, or this person. And I said, maybe even this
Okay.
person.
So, spoiler
And I was
alert.
like, nah, it couldn't be that person. And then it was that person. I
So
was like,
let's
hey.
talk about it. So, spoiler alert if anybody's out there who hasn't seen the last episode of season 2 for The Mandalorian. Luke Skywalker made an
Yeah.
appearance.
With the Disney reface, deep fake. And it actually was
Yeah,
the voice of Mark Hamill. It was they
yeah.
credit him in the show, so he may have showed up, lent his face, and they just remapped over it, kind of like they did um Robert Downey.
It's true. Well, Robert Downey, they like de-aged him, but I think Robert Downey actually acted it. This was a
Yeah.
different guy.
Oh, this was a different guy, kind of
Yeah,
like they did Admiral Tarkin and Princess Leia.
yeah. So, oh yeah, because that was a different guy. Then they just slapped on a
Yeah,
de-aged Mark Hamill's face, which was all right. I
and then
mean,
I guess he called in because it's his likeness, so I guess they have to use his name.
because he was still in the credits listed, but I guess his
Yeah,
likeness and his voice. So
I have to look up.
as soon as I saw that
Right.
X-wing, I knew it had to be him.
Yeah, I was, yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, oh my God, because I was trying to place it in my mind when this happened. So it was after the last Death Star blew up. So
Yeah,
Luke is still, um,
yeah. It looked like
he
it was
went
like
off.
the
Yeah,
next day, right after the Death
yeah.
Star blew
So I
up.
wonder how this fits in between
This would have
four,
been
five, or
this would have
seven,
been
8, and 9.
This would have been 5 years before, between 5 and 6, right?
No, it was after 5 and 6.
Yeah, it's after 5 but before 6.
This
No, no,
movie
no, sorry.
takes place after
Before 6 and
six.
7.
It's after 6. Yeah,
I get my numbers
it's after
confused.
6, but
After 6,
before 7.
before
So
7.
how many years you said? 30?
I think it's 5 years after
5 years? So that
6.
means Ray is probably what?
She's not even born yet.
12 years? No,
Ray,
with this,
no, Ray wouldn't have been born yet. Ben Solo would have been like 5. Or is it
okay.
10 years after? I
I
can't
can't
remember.
remember. But it was very, very, very
Yeah,
close
but
because
I
of all
mean,
the stuff that was,
Luke still looks like Luke, like right after End of Jedi. He
yeah.
still
Yeah, he
looked
has
like
the
he was like
black
the
on
same.
it. And when they showed his hand, I was like, "Oh, that's Luke," because I
Yeah.
saw the row of the glove. I was like, "That's Luke. That has to be Luke." That's all. It was Luke or Anakin. And I knew Anakin had his full Darth Vader gear by
Yeah.
that
But
time. So
Anakin
Anakin's
would have been dead.
yeah.
Yeah, he would have been thrown down as Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker
no,
would have
Anakin
watched
didn't
him.
die. Anakin just took off his mask and melded into the Force. Remember?
Oh, he's one of those who never
Yeah, Luke
died,
Skywalker took
just
off
like
his
Obi
mask and he
Wan.
said, "Father," and he's like, "Oh,
So that's not the only way to
asthma."
become a Force ghost, right?
There's laws and rules behind it. I don't know what difference it is now. You have to know how to do it in order to do it beforehand. They say some people do it accidentally because of, a great need, but mostly it's like you have to have the knowledge beforehand in order to do that.
Yeah, because
Be
Qui
trained.
Gon kind of studied it first, right?
Yeah.
But
A lot of the older Jedis trained. If you're trained in a certain line, like by Yoda, by Qui-Gon Jinn, by Obi-Wan, a lot of the times you will. How Luke was able to do it, or not Luke, but how Anakin was able to do it, may have been because he was such strong in the force that it just happened. There's a lot of speculation on that,
I
but
mean, he just died in like that same day. He was already force ghosting it.
yeah. So
But
there's speculation.
how many Jedi have died where their body just disappears?
Not too many. Obi-Wan was one. And there's another, I believe,
Luke.
in
Luke.
the Legends. The Luke?
Luke did.
Luke
Oh,
did.
I didn't see the last one yet.
What? Oh, you don't know how
It's
Luke
not the last one.
dies?
Second to last.
Second to
Huh?
last. The second to
Oh, he
last.
did.
Episode 8.
Well, I
Episode
haven't
8.
seen. I don't remember the second. I don't remember
Remember,
episode 8, but I
they
don't
had
think I
the
watched
fight
episode 9
on
yet.
what's that planet's name? The salt planet.
Salt
Crate.
Planet?
Crate.
Great. And then Luke shows up. It turns out he's really
Did you
on
say the
still
Salt Planet?
Yeah, the
salt.
red salt planet.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Have you seen
The
Kylo Ren yet?
last. The last
Yeah,
Jedi.
I've seen the second to the last one. I didn't remember it because
So
it
at
didn't
the
just.
at the end, he just fades away and his clothes just get left behind.
Yeah, I guess I missed that.
Okay. So Luke
And
did
then
it. How about Yoda? When Yoda died, did he just disappear?
yeah,
No.
did he know he laid there? He just laid there, and I think he burned him.
Did he?
Yeah, remember
Yeah,
didn't
remember he
he
was
say by the
upset though. He's like upset that he made to do all his training, so he burned him while he's still alive.
That's true. And Anakin didn't fade away too. Anakin was a body, and he burned Anakin.
Yeah, he burned Darth Vader.
Leia faded away.
Did she?
Oh,
See, I don't.
sorry,
I
you
remember.
haven't seen that part yet. That's in Rise of Skywalker.
So yeah, I haven't really. I'm going back and trying to catch up on the animated series and see which ones chronologically connect,
Hmm.
and so I can know because I know that a lot of in the other ones, Rebels, they talk about the girl
Darksaber, Bo-Katan.
no yeah Bo-Katan. They talk about
Yeah.
her and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So want a little bit why the Mandalorian decided to take off his helmet as a tradition now, and not because I know he did it before, and it was like you have to do what you have to do, just like me.
Yeah.
But why the second time did he say, you know, F
Because
this,
he does
I'm
it all the
taking it.
time for his son.
I think it should have ended with Grogu should have like said his first words. He should have went like "Dada" or something like that.
He
Or
should have
like
said, mm.
he
He has
should have
a
just
deep-
he should have just
he has
had
like a
full on
deep voice.
speech. Yeah. He's like, "Thanks, Din
He should have took off his helmet. Ugly you are.
Aw.
Should have called him Brown
But you know what?
Eyes.
They did a flashback moment to Game of Thrones when he was getting his head smashed in. It's like when he got his head smashed in by the mountain.
Oh, and when the dark trooper was trying to smash in his face,
Yeah.
they did a cut
So that was
between
like
of Game of Thrones and that.
yeah, a little bit of deep cut there. It was great because I was like, oh my god! As soon as he started doing that, I was like, that's where he's from. Because I never looked it up. I was just walking in.
Oh, you just knew
so I
he
was
looked
like,
familiar.
yeah, and I was like, okay, that's where he's from. He got his face bashed in because he was
Yeah.
acting
He was
snooty and all, like he
just
knew
one
everything.
season.
And,
Oh, he won, I think. Didn't he? He basically won, but then the guy rolled over and still like crushed in his face.
well, yeah, he was glowing instead of delivering the finishing blow, and
Yeah.
boom, he got.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
I'm
I was
aware.
like,
I don't know what's going to be next season. Then I guess they've confirmed that because people were scared that maybe Mandalorian 3 was going to be the Book of Boba Fett, because they're both supposed to come out of December next year.
yeah.
So like they're going to have two Star Wars series, or is Mandalorian season 3 going to be the Book of Boba Fett? But they,
I don't know. It
yeah,
could be, but Ahsoka's getting her own series.
yeah, they're going to do a high order or something like that.
Yeah, the high the one with the aces, not aces. Is it Aces of the Republic or
I don't know,
Rangers.
acolytes,
hmm?
The Rangers of the Republic.
Yeah,
Rangers
Rangers of the Republic.
But
Yeah,
there's also an
Yeah,
Acolyte one.
an acolyte.
yeah, Acolyte. Now some of them are going to be animated, some are live action.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope they do a
So
Grogu. They should do a Baby Yoda live action film. Of him training in Coruscant.
no, because then that's just going to be Disney.
Or something.
That'd be
Uh,
cute for the kids.
yeah, for the kids, but I want something for the people
You can
who
have both.
who it is hard to make a Disney Channel for adults because you can't add the stuff in there for adults. So it has to be this mature
It could be just about
kid.
his days, like living on Coruscant, trading with the younglings and stuff.
Now, if they did it in the
Young
manner they
Larry.
remember the young, remember not the young, remember the original Clone Wars mini episodes.
Yeah,
If they did it like
in
that,
that style,
I like that.
that was a cool
Hmm?
style.
That was a cool style, and that was like that showed General Grievous at his baddest. General Grievous was in the movie. They're like they dumbed him down
I kind of forgot
and
about that
nerfed him.
series.
Yeah, and then but in that little he was bad. He was taking out. They showed him taking out Jedi left and right. He didn't take out any in the movies. And they're like, "Oh, I took
No.
out this many Jedi's. Look at my lightsabers." It's like, but you're not showing how you did it. You're kind of weak right now. I know you're breathing because Qui-Gon Jinn, not Qui-Gon Jinn, but
Obi-Wan?
what's Samuel Jackson?
Mace Windu.
What's his name? Mace Windu crushed his chest the first time, and that's why he was talking with that. You know how he was
I kind of thought
like
Mace Windu
labor
might be the
breathing.
one who came back since he's got beef with Boba Fett.
Yeah, and yeah, I can see that happening in his show because I think his show is going to be him and that lady.
Yeah,
Um,
Finnick.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I could see that happening because he got kicked out of the window,
Yeah.
just like who how many people have fallen and came back alive? That's like it's an
Everybody.
unwritten
Oh
rule.
yeah.
Yeah, you can't fall
Yeah,
down. If you fall down
yeah.
a hole,
If you it's saying did he die or did he not die? To be
that means Han
continued.
Solo's still alive. But if Han
Yeah.
Solo
Well,
got
that's the thing. They
stabbed
can bring
too.
him back if they
Yeah.
wanted to. They could. If they really, but he doesn't want to come back. I don't even think he wants to do Indiana Jones, the new one.
He's
Uh,
gonna be 80. 80.
I know. What is he gonna do? Hopping around on a
he's
cane?
gonna do all his own stunts.
He has
Gonna
a
do it.
cane whip.
He'll do it.
He's gonna have a walker.
I know.
Jeez. I guess is that gonna be the last one, right? It's not like he's passing on the torch to somebody else. He's actually gonna
I think
end
this is the
Indy.
last one they said.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
they could have Shia LaBeouf take over. LaBeouf.
Nobody wants Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah,
But
Too
yeah.
soon. Too soon.
too soon. But he's an actor. He's an artist. No one understands his hardships he's going through.
No, he can be really great. He just needs to learn to keep his opinions and
He's got a
his stuff to himself into his
no.
you
But
know
I
and
guess they've said that his people have kind of forgiven him, his drinking and his
well his main thing was that whole
Well,
his abuse and
uh
stuff.
no
there's
his
a lawsuit against him right now. It
Yeah,
just came
for
out like
abuse.
a week ago.
well he did that thing where he said that he didn't plagiarize or something about plagiarizing. He tried to say something about how plagiarizing is okay and how he
Oh,
what he did it wasn't plagiar something like that, and that's what really blackballed him from the community. Then he tried to come out with that um what was that movie he came out with like two parts. It was like a really
Peanut Butter Falcon.
hypersexual. No, it's really hypersexual on.
Nymphomaniac.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
there
he
you go.
was in that. But then
Yeah.
they
Well, he directed that. He directed that.
he's
I think
but
he wrote
he's
and directed that.
he's in trouble now though because of one of his exes is laying claims of abuse against him.
I
And
could see that.
yeah, but I guess but and it's kind of true. Someone made a statement that like because he claims to be an artist and this and that, so he kind of gets away with a lot of stuff that people just don't understand him. But I mean, you can't go around abusing people.
Yeah, it's true. You can.
All
No matter
right.
how misunderstood you are.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Or like Jared Leto, as being an actor, he's doing weird things on set because he's trying to get into the character of the Joker. Still can't
Yeah.
go around abusing people. How about you, Gainer? Watching anything, play anything this week?
I'm playing Street Fighter 3 right now. I beat a level 50 person.
You did.
That person I lost to before, and I had another rage quit. People are not the other person do want to play this
People
game.
keep
Nope, I'm
rage
playing games on the streaming service. So there's so much out there. It's strange to go back and look at the PlayStation 2 and 3, and we'll talk about that, I guess, later in the podcast. But no, just
Watching anything?
not too much. I mean, seen Mandalorian, and nothing else too much new. Got on my Switch. I downloaded the Final Fantasy Legends collection that they just came out with, and so that's fun to play some old school Game Boy
Those are-
RPG.
Are they like remakes, or they're still just exactly the
No,
same?
black and white. The only thing they've done is like they've like updated some stuff like speeding up, but everything's still exactly pretty much the same. And there's a little disclaimer in the beginning saying that it's kept original, but they changed some things to reflect the what's called the times, the opinions of the times.
Oh, they did. So there's some like
I don't know what it is.
anachrist ideas. I can't say that word. And it starts with an A. It's like from out of time. Anachronism, but you can use that as an adjective.
Hmm.
I can't say that word.
Yeah, historical inaccuracies.
Kind of, but it's anachristic and
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
that word. I can't say that word.
I'm playing against Kuma right now, so it's hard for me to think of people.
All right. I've been watching some Lovecraft Country. It's still really good. This third episode was pretty weird,
Mm-hmm.
but so I kind of don't know what they're doing. All three episodes so far have kind of had different themes and different. They've all been very different. So I don't know like where the show's going to go from here. But it's been interesting. It's been fun to follow. His Dark Materials is still going really good.
Yeah.
Can't recommend that one enough. Then in the anime side, the season's starting to wind down. Looking forward to next season, starting in about a week. It's going to be a new Promised Neverland season. Did you ever watch that, Teddy? I think it's on Netflix.
Promised Neverland? It is on Netflix.
Yeah. Have you ever seen it, Teddy, or heard of it? Teddy?
Oh, sorry. What game is that?
Oh, it's an anime show. Promised
I mean,
Neverland.
I was thinking about watching it, but
It's pretty interesting.
I just, yeah.
Next season starting up this next week.
I have such a big backlog. I'm gonna have to shut down.
There's just not enough hours in the day for shows,
Shut
Yeah.
down
books.
a production around the world.
Yeah, just like, well, no, I'm gonna have to you know what? I never gonna finish this game. Oh well, move on. Never gonna finish this game. Start putting stuff in my never gonna finish category.
There's some stuff you'll finish, but
I don't know, but I know there's some stuff there's some stuff I go back to. Like I go back to what is that game? It's a top-down
Phantom Dust.
top-down
Wizardry.
3D stick shooter, and it's sort of roguelike where you go in and you get upgrades, kind of cyberpunk-ish, and as you're
Warframe.
going forward, no, I can't. It's on my
Oh,
Switch.
you gotta do dash, you dash through walls and...
No.
Not
This
the
one
one
is
Switch?
it's almost like Judge. It's by the same people who did Judge, which is similar game,
first
but
person?
you have no top-down 3D,
Top-down
a twin
3D.
stick shooter kind of.
Enter the Gungeon.
No, not Into the Gungeon. It's
That's not top-down,
Neon
is it?
Chrome. Neon Chrome. There we go.
Oh, okay.
That's one of my go-tos. I go back to all the time because as you go, you get money and then you can upgrade yourself, your weapons and stuff. And it's my first Cyberpunk game before Cyberpunk was Cyberpunk.
I
So
want to go back and play Shadowrun on the Genesis. Because I remember
Not
playing
the
that on
Super Nintendo.
I remember playing the Super Nintendo and the Genesis, but the Genesis one was better.
Why so?
I don't remember. I just remember it was really cool. I'll have to look it back up again.
yeah,
All right. Sorry.
go ahead.
So yeah,
No, I was
let's just dive into our big topic for the day. Before we get into the game, so it's going to be Cyberpunk 2077. So of course it's been everywhere on the internet. Every podcast and news site's been talking about it. It's even in mainstream news. Like there's talk of the investors gonna sue CD Projekt Red because of the handling of the game. So let's just talk about what's happened this week. So this week, Sony made a huge headlines by actually delisting it from the store. What do you guys think about that? From their digital store?
I think that's
Too extreme?
Sony's way. It's not too extreme. It's just Sony's way of getting out the way because they don't want to deal. They don't want to be the middleman in this. I
So they
don't
don't
think
wanna-
it has anything to do with. They just don't want to be like this is CD Red's problem, not our problem.
Hmm.
They wanted to put it on us. We took the money and said go ahead and do it, but they're basically what's going on is the money's already went to CD Red. Now Sony has to give the people money. And are they going to go back to CD Red and say, we gave this much money
Yeah, I
back,
don't
now
know how
you
that
owe us?
works because when you do a refund, because on the store, CD Red's getting a certain amount and Sony's keeping a certain amount, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they're doing a refund, I'm guessing they're giving back their portion and CD Red's portion. I'm
You get
guessing
the
it would
whole
have
amount.
to be, right? It's not all coming back from Sony when they get a refund,
You
is
get the
it?
full amount.
Yeah, but I mean, Sony's not paying for it all, right? When they get a refund?
No, I doubt that.
Yeah.
Well, at first, the first refunds I heard were like Sony wasn't always refunding it. They would get some messages saying that it'll be patched soon. And there was some, I guess, some problems with early refunds.
Yeah. And how about
And then
Xbox side? You haven't heard. They're not thinking of anything similar.
I
Is it
see
running better on
commercials
Xbox?
for Cyberpunk still by the Xbox.
What's that?
They're advertising on TV still for
Yeah.
Cyberpunk with Xbox like logos like on Xbox.
Does it run
Apparently,
better, or they have less problems?
No, but there's less people with Xbox. There's like 10 people
Oh.
playing it. Ho 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 ho!
Divine Divinity.
Divine Divinity.
Yeah, it just popped up that the ODS is playing Divine Divinity.
He's playing
oh,
right now.
but I'm just going through the.
Oh,
I
the
just
podcast
download.
if it can't hold your attention, how's it going to hold our audiences?
No, I am listening to you guys. I'm just going through configurations and downloading it.
It's okay.
So I
I'm
So,
can.
playing right now too.
so Teddy, so let's give us a talk through. What's your impressions? How far have you gotten? How many hours? And just walk us through the game. What do you think about it?
So how many hours I am in? I am in about 10, 11 hours so
Okay.
far. I just finished the prologue, which was surprising to me. I was like going through level 10, I'm like, oh, I got some good weapons and I got a gun. It didn't activate until after I did the prologue. And it's it was Skip. Remember the weapon I told you about, Skippy?
Okay. Yeah.
So what he was humming was Disturbia by Rihanna. He was
Oh,
all
that's the
bum bum
song.
dee da bum bum
That's the
ba da. Yeah,
song.
yeah.
Disturbia. Okay.
So I just got him and I put him on. There was a mission I needed where they said, go there but don't kill anybody, just take him out. So he has you can put him on only headshots because he has manual you shoot and it tracks the target and hits the target no matter where
What?
he is.
Like homing?
Yeah, so homing bullets. So you could put him on pacifist or you could put him on like cold blood headshots only.
Ooh.
So I put him on pacifist so I
Because you're
can
not
do this
supposed to kill
mission
anybody.
so I can
Oh.
just unload and not have to worry about, aiming at the legs.
Okay. That's kind of cool.
So and it's cool. Like you get perk points, and perk points how you get those is just by doing stuff. Kind of reminds you of Fallout when in Fallout if you just keep jumping or even in
What?
Skyrim is it's not Skyrim what was the first um
Elder
well,
Scrolls?
Elder Scrolls. There was Elder Scroll, Morrowind. Morrowind. If you
Okay.
just jumped everywhere you went, as you were jumping, every now and again you say your jumping level has increased. Your jumping levels, and you'd be able to jump higher
Oh.
and higher. So this, as you're running, you're getting points. As you're sprinting and moving and hitting, you're getting points. And then all of a sudden you build up athletics. So you get perk points by doing what you're supposed to do, shooting headshots and whatever, and then you level up your each section, which is body, cool, um, it's body, cool, tech. There's like five different trees. You level those up, and then each tree you can put different points into like annihilation, which is like headshots and stuff like that, or handguns, or blades, or
Okay.
quick hacking, or stuff like that.
So
So
you don't choose to put them in there. You just by doing it, it builds up.
no, each individual stats like handguns will build up, but the overall stat for handguns is I can't think what it is right now, but there's an overall stat like for
It's
body.
linked to it.
You
Okay.
you you put it in body, but then you go into body, and then there's two different attributes of body. There's like hand to hand, and then there's blades, and then what do you want to do, and then there's different perks in those trees. So 10% blade, damage, so and so blade damage here, stuff like that. So you have perk trees within the perk, within so it's cool. It's pretty RPG.
And but how's the action like? How's the actual shooting and the driving and all that?
The driving is pretty minimal. It's not a racing game, but it's
So
functions. It
like
gets you
GTA or
around.
not that much?
Not as much as GTA, from what I understand. I haven't played GTA from people are telling me online. It doesn't have the driving like GTA. Apparently, they're maybe going to work towards that, but right now it's basic. Some cars there's very little difference between the cars, but some cars like have instant braking, some cars slide to Kingdom Come when you brake, and there's very little differences in the vehicles. But eventually, I'm pretty sure they're going to make patches and expansions that are going to.
And how's the story?
Story so far is pretty cool. Some twists and turns here and there, and I finally got
Is it a lot of
the
it? I mean,
main.
is there a lot of cutscenes or no?
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, this is RPG, so a lot of your time is. I spent an hour and I was just going from person to person, asking questions, talking, and stuff like that. And then
Okay.
finally, I was like, "Oh, finally, I get to shoot something."
How's the dialogue?
Dialogue, it's
It seems like
broken.
what I've seen so much, it makes it seem like they're trying really hard to be edgy. Is it
It's
natural, or
not.
does it seem like they're trying too hard?
It's natural.
Okay. Hello?
Hello.
I'm here. Sorry.
Oh, no, no worries.
Um, but they it's
I can
some,
cut that
some something just jumped up on my screen. So
out.
it scared the bejesus out of me. Um, but yeah, no,
I was gonna say something, but I won't.
what was that?
Nothing. No.
But no, it's fun. What was the question again?
No, that's it. Just
Yeah,
about story cutscenes.
yeah. No, the cutscenes. It looks
Edgy.
like they were not translated well. It looks like they were translated in Japanese. They were in Japanese, and then they took some Japanese American translators
But
They
the
didn't
and
go
tried to
game is
translate.
Polish, right? Isn't CG Project Red Polish?
It's Polish. Well, it's a
Witcher.
different language, whatever language it
Oh,
is. But
okay.
I, yeah, but
Is it
they.
Polish?
But
I mean,
I'm
either way,
not sure.
but that's what it feels like. It feels like
Yeah, a lot
translated
of
to okay.
broken dialogue. Just it's very poorly translated, which is understandable for what's his name's role. Sometimes his lines can be kind of broken or segmented, but
And how's your performance been? A lot of
every now and again I get a little hiccup there, some stuttering problems.
frame rate's been okay.
Frame rate every now and again in a dip, but there's no sliders on the
Yeah.
PlayStation 4 model, so you don't get to choose between performance
Yeah,
mode and
because yeah, console
and,
games
and what
never
you call
really
it. So
do, right?
yeah, no, a lot of the
All the
console
new
games
ones do,
now,
because you can pick
especially
between
towards the
frame rate.
end, especially towards the end of this generation, they started doing more performance mode. Like the Spider-Man, you can do for Mars Morales, you can do the
Yeah.
performance mode or the what you call it mode on the PS4
Or both.
and
Or
huh
PS5 now.
or
They
on
have now they
PS5.
can run both.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
Xbox, I think there a model or I can't remember about Xbox, but one of them it's they have a performance mode, uh, performance mode,
Or better
graphics mode,
frame
or
rate or
both.
better resolution,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah. And then they have one with both where you can just turn them both on and it kicks them both on. And I think they say Xbox works better with that because it does have the SSD.
and I know we talked about it. We kind of hinted about it before. We are talking. So there's people, getting the refunds and still expecting to keep the game. Like they were surprised that they had to lose the game because they're getting their money back.
Yeah, I don't understand that logic of thinking. When have
It's
you ever went to a store and said, I want a refund? And they're like, keep the item, here's your money. Thank
oh
you, have a good
Amazon
day.
has
no,
happened to me on Amazon before.
happened to me all the time. Man, working at a pizza place for many years.
Well,
People,
like food, yeah, you can't take back food and actually do anything with it, so I might as well let them keep them. But like,
yeah,
if I had a TV and I said, "Oh, the TV has a little," they would take the TV back and give me a new TV. They wouldn't say, "Keep that old TV and here's your new TV."
yeah, yeah,
So I
exactly.
mean,
And actually, that was the argument I used to use because people would be like, "My pizza sucked. I want my money back." So okay, just bring back the pizza. They're like, no, we ate it all. I still want my money back. I'm like, well, you can't have your pizza and your money back. Like you can't just like that. You can't go to Walmart and say I don't like this TV, but I'm gonna keep it. Give me my money back.
yeah, here's an empty box.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
if that was the case, all those people in the UK who were putting bricks and other stuff in PlayStation and giving it to because they would order from
oh yeah,
Amazon, the Amazon truck would
and
arrive
they'd
and they would
return it.
open it up and there'd be a box of bricks.
You ever see those videos of people who buy like returns on Amazon?
Oh yeah,
Those are
the
pretty
the little
interesting.
crate. Yeah, I
Yeah,
would love to do that sometime. It's iffy, but I've seen some people get some really good stuff.
Yeah, I don't know
Like,
how much you spend, but you spend a certain amount and you get just a random crate of returns. You could
yeah,
get some amazing stuff. You can get some bonkers stuff or bricks.
like they said the best time is this time of year, right after the holidays, right after Christmas, to do that,
Yeah.
because a lot of people are getting in, they're sending their stuff back to Fresno. We're lucky because we have
Ooh.
Fresno right up the street,
Yeah.
and I think they may. I know they used to have a store here in Hanford where Costco would
Huh.
take their
Did
return
you say the name
stuff.
of the town they're in?
He did that last time too. It's all right.
It's okay. We have a was it Nerd is the New Sex or Sexy is the Nerd is the New Sexy is out of Hanford.
Yeah.
They're really good podcasts. Um, but what was I saying? You guys keep interrupting me.
We're losing train of
Jordan
thought.
Hemsworth.
But buying those
Oh
crates
yeah,
from Amazon.
Costco. Yeah, Costco had a store where they would take all their unused stuff that was returned, and
Yeah.
you can go there and buy it for super cheap.
So that's cool.
So I would go there. I bought a couple of things from there.
Nice. Oh, you've done it before? Oh,
Oh
cool.
yeah, so
Yeah, the
I'm pretty
Amazon.
sure Amazon has their own little site like place like that
We should
somewhere
all
maybe in Fresno or
split it and
online where
then
you can.
yeah, split it and do a little YouTube video on what we
Yeah.
get.
Yeah. There's a little there's another guy who takes broken. He buys lots of broken and tries to repair them, and
Like
he'll buy
consoles or
20 and
computers or consoles
consoles.
or what?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
consoles. Yeah, he and then he'll get 20 and he was like, I need to repair six of them to make my money back, and
Yeah.
sometimes he'll get all
So
six.
if you have that skill or you know how to do that, that's definitely worth it.
Definitely, definitely. I would love to have the skill
Yeah,
to
we'll
solder correctly and stuff like that.
fix the
I'm
console.
thinking about getting a soldering board and all that good
Nice. You
stuff
should try to
just
learn.
to, to
All
mess
right.
around with it.
All right. Well, thanks, Teddy. We'll hear more about you know your uh, your adventures in Night City next week, probably. I
Oh
know
yeah,
Jay
definitely.
Pootanannies has gotten. He picked up a couple games this week. He said he was going to talk about them. Trying to remember what they were. Did you guys remember?
Um, I
Yeah.
do, but I don't. I remember
I'm gonna
talking
look it
about
up
it.
right now. He said he's picked up and he wants to talk about the Death Stranding, which I have played on the PS4, and it's interesting. I liked it for the story, not so much for the gameplay.
Did you see
And
the new
the Zodiac
um
game, the Zodiac Speaks or something.
yeah? Did you see the new DLC they have for
Death Stranding, they
what's
have
the
a
game? Death
Cyberpunk.
Strand? Yeah, the Cyberpunk
Cyberpunk.
where you can
Yeah,
hack into people and stuff like that. It's pretty
yeah.
cool.
I do want to go back because there's some interesting stuff, and I do really like the story. Just the gameplay really didn't get me. I didn't get it.
Yeah, it's a different kind of game, and that's what interesting. And for me, that's a watch. I'll watch somebody.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it'd be more fun to watch than to play. Because I do want to know the story. I want to know what happens. Just like any Kojima game. Speaking of Kojima, I went back and I've been playing Metal Gear Solid 4, Sons of the Patriots.
mm,
Or Guns of the Patriots. Did I say Sons? I think it's
yeah, he says
Guns.
something.
But anyway, yeah. So I've picked up PS Now, and it is pretty amazing. It's $10 a month, or you could pay $60 for a whole year, which comes out to $5 a month. You get access to 850 PlayStation 2, 3, and 4 games.
That's awesome.
Not that many PS2, but a whole lot of 3 and quite a bit of 4. But tons of games and a lot of brand new ones.
So, are you bouncing around, or have you found a game as
I'm
I'm gonna
playing
stick
Metal
with this
Gear.
and beat this?
I'm playing Metal Gear. That's my main game. But everyone, like before, or after I play, I'll kind of look through the catalog and I'll just like load up another one. On PC, you have to stream everything, but I haven't had any issues. And on the PS5, you can certain games you can download for better, I guess, quality and max resolution, but you can
Hmm.
stream everything as well. So it's been
That's
pretty cool.
awesome.
And
Yeah, I would like for get a PlayStation 1S, another one, PlayStation what is it called? 5.
oh,
Digital?
just I don't
Yeah, the
think does it have a
digital.
name? It's
The
just
digital edition.
It's just
Yeah.
PS5 digital.
Yeah, I would get that just for Game Pass.
Yeah,
I am a physical, so I needed my disk drive.
yeah. But man, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna start, not buying as much stuff. I mean, I really don't buy as much stuff now. It's just more convenient. Just doesn't it feel like though you're buying more and owning less nowadays?
It does.
with
I mean,
movies.
I got Cyberpunk, and I was like, oh, they came with some booklets and stuff like that. And I was
Nice.
like, I'm glad I got some booklets and some content to read with this. But nowadays, you just get the game. It's like before you had to buy a cartridge, which was almost $80, and you
Mhm.
got a nice pamphlet. So it's not the cost that's
Remember
Eight.
what was that? Working Productions. Remember that company? All those
Yeah.
imports of not imports,
Working
but they
Designs.
localize. What's that? Working Designs. They localize a lot of Japanese games. They always had really nice artwork, nice booklets. Then they always had
Luna.
special editions with all the extra stuff too.
Elemental Gearbolt.
Yeah, it was worth buying, even holding on to now, just because their packaging
I
and stuff
still
was
have
so
my little
nice.
punching doll from Lunar.
Yeah, from Lunar
Was it Lunar 2 or Lunar 1? Can't remember which
Silver
one I
Star
played.
Story.
Was it Silver Star that had the little Grendel
I
doll?
think
I can't remember.
so.
Which one? Number 2, came with like we got both special editions. I remember.
Yeah, but even the not special editions like Elemental Gear Bolt stuff, even the packaging was always nice.
Yeah.
Um, and also it's got Xbox, the Game Pass. I have that for PC because we don't have an Xbox in the house. And it's nice, except I thought it was a streaming app like the PS Now, for PC at least, and it's not. You actually have to download the games.
and what's that?
The Game Pass for Xbox.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I have it on the computer, and you can on PC, and you can for $10 a month also you can have access to 100. Actually, with the EA Play, it's like 180 games or something, and it's
Wow.
really nice. But you have to download them, which is I
Yeah,
guess it's like having a
but
subscription. Still get a lot of access to games, but I kind of wished it was a streaming service just to save room on my hard drive and to be able to quickly get into games, just like I do with the PS Now.
yeah. You know what? That's the difference between like Xbox. I like their gold because
Yeah.
when they give you a free game, the game is yours. You can shut down your say, I got the free game. Now I
Oh,
want to
even if you
discontinue
don't
my
have gold
service.
anymore, you still have it.
And if you don't have gold, I had gold for maybe 4 or 5 years. I have like 40 games
Yeah.
on my Xbox that I have stored, and I had to like, which ones do I want to keep just in case the Xbox store shuts down now? Which games will I play and keep on there? So I have like my hard drive filled with games on my Xbox 360.
See, it's worth it for you to go back then and get an Xbox.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like I have all these games, so it'd be worth it to go back and I can upload them. I have a bunch. I have a small library of 360 games that I would love to get back into,
Yeah.
including what was that one that you guys let me
Phantom
Phantom
Dust.
Dust.
Phantom Dust. Yeah, I wanna play that again. See what the graphics could like boost up. Yeah, it probably won't because it did have a stuttering problem. It did have a frame rate issue problem. So
I
I
thought you
wonder
were
if it's
talking about my
fixed.
stuttering problem. Thank you, Teddy, for bringing that up.
Yes, the game just your stuttering affects the game.
It does carry through. That was a fun game, Phantom Dust.
Yeah, that was a pretty
It's pretty
innovative,
interesting.
fun.
They
I
remade
had a
it
lot.
a couple years ago, didn't they?
No, they were going to, and they went through the process, and then they shut it down. And they said, "Okay, we're just taking the old one and put it in on Xbox Game Pass or Xbox, yeah,
Uh,
Game Pass."
oh, Killer
So it's
Instinct's
on
on Game
like you can
Pass.
go on PC right now and play the old one versus people because I think it's online now too.
Ooh, I'll look it up right now. I have it up.
It's yeah, it's pretty. But
Hmm.
yeah, like I would love to get like the Xbox Game Pass, I think, over PlayStation Now.
Mm.
Just
PlayStation
because
now
there's
has more,
more.
but for you, it's probably more of. Let's see, Phantom. No, I don't see no Phantom Dust on here.
I remember it
Yeah,
was on there. It was a big deal
yeah,
for a
yeah.
while.
I'm sure.
Look for Phantom Dust on the Xbox Store. Did you look on Microsoft
Yeah.
Xbox Store?
Let me see in the store itself. No, yeah, it brings up everything. No Phantom Dust. Surprised.
I'm a,
Maybe I'm
well,
just in the wrong place.
they probably took it down then. Oh
It's
well,
just
get Phantom Dust Microsoft Store.
Oh,
I wonder.
Yeah, Xbox
Um,
like Microsoft Store. You have to go to the Microsoft Store.
interesting. Okay. Not maybe because I'm on the Xbox store,
Oh yeah, there
so
you go.
maybe it's
Microsoft Store has the,
okay.
and it's free. You can get it right now. We all can get it. Probably can play. Is it?
Sorry, that was weird. I'll stop doing that. I'll never do it again.
That was one of my favorite games of the 360. There was another one and I can't remember what it was called, but
Lost Odyssey.
But no,
you would
360. That's
no.
original Xbox, wasn't it?
Oh, I have no Lost Audio was 360. I have that
Yeah.
game.
No, I mean, Phantom Dust was original, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
what we had. We only got the original.
I want
I
to
don't
play.
get that's
Yeah.
like
I want to
Lewis.
play Sea of Thieves.
CFP.
You know,
Ah.
Xbox has a lot. Has a lot of co-op games on here.
Yeah, Xbox because that's where they started with the Xbox Live arcade and stuff like that, and they really built their online infrastructure.
I
They have a
mean,
lot of
Grounded is
online
on
games.
here. No Man's Sky is on here. There's that one game with the dwarves. What's that game called? Or your dwarves that mine. Um,
Seven Doors.
no, let me find it for you so you guys can look it up. It's on. I just saw it on here.
Yeah, that Grounded though looks beautiful on the Xbox
Yeah.
Series X. It looks gorgeous because the ray tracing and the reflections and the pools and especially at night when you're at night and you see the water reflecting it, it looks really beautiful.
Let me find the games.
But I'd get that. Grounded. That looks like a
Yeah,
fun game
I think we should get it.
to get into.
Because it's like what? It's $40, right?
$29.99.
Oh, $30. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, PC games.
I'm gonna put it in my wish list right now.
I'll get it for you for Christmas. Okay, what is this game called? It's dwarves that are mining. It's a 4-player co-op. It's first person. Every dwarf has a
Oh, I know what you're talking
every
about.
dwarf
Yeah,
has
it's
a
first person.
has
You
a
land
skill.
on a planet.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
Yep,
yeah.
you
I
have
know
to go
what
in there and mine with these little guns, and there's like giant insects and spiders will come at you.
yeah.
But it looks really, really fun. Looks really intense.
What game is that?
I can't remember what it's called. I'm looking it up.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen it. Watched some of my online guys play
Dwarf
it.
mining game.
But there was a game on the
Okay,
360.
Deep Rock Galactic.
Yeah, Deep Rock
What?
Galactic. There you go.
Oh, never
So
mind,
hard to
something else.
remember.
But there was a game on the original Xbox, and what it was a sort of a third person, and you had like a jetpack, and you had guns, and you had blades, and you
Titanfall.
were fighting bugs,
Not Titanfall.
and it was a really unique, really cool game. You got different weapons, and I can't remember the game for the life of me ever.
What was
I
it?
said
What
Xbox, the
system?
original Xbox,
Original Xbox?
the
Was it
original
first person
Xbox.
shooter?
No, it was a
Not
third
first.
person
It was
sort of
like
action.
Did you get
wasn't it?
do you have like jetpacks?
You had like a jetpack that you can
You fly up way
fly
up in the
around.
air. What game was that called? I don't
Tribes.
remember that game. What'd you say?
Tribes.
Tribes.
sir.
Wasn't it Tribes?
No,
No.
no.
Tribes was not Xbox.
Multiplayer only though. And I don't think there was bugs.
And this game was all about like the bugs and like attacking like bunch of bugs at the same time. It was like all swarms of bugs,
Yeah,
and
that's
it was
this game kind of makes me feel like Dead or Alive or what's that Dead? Not Dead or Alive. Left 4 Dead. How you know,
the
four of you
new
guys- This Deep Rock Galactic. I don't know because it's 4 of you guys working together. You're mining and you're trying to sneak in and out and not get caught by all these insects and stuff. It looks real fun. Looks intense.
I wish they would do a remake of Jet Force Gemini.
Really?
They did.
You've never played Jet Force Gemini.
No.
Of course.
What? How do you not play Jet Force Gemini? Look it up. Look up Jet Force
I know.
Larry.
Yeah, I
That
know what it
game.
is, but I haven't played it.
Oh my God, that was like the best.
What system did it come out for? 64? No.
It came out for the 64, and then later on, I think they ended up putting on like maybe the Xbox.
I always wanted to play Jumpin' Jack Flash or whatever that game was, where you're that robot that
Whoopi
jumps.
Goldberg.
No, the robot that jumps.
That was Jumping Jack Flash.
That was Jumpin' Jack Flash.
Jumping Jack.
Jumping Jet or
That's-
Jack.
With the rabbit.
Yeah, you're like
Yeah.
a robot rabbit thing.
There was Raw.
Sea
was
of
it
Thieves.
Raz?
You don't think Sea of Thieves looks cool, Teddy?
I'm not. I watch people play that game and it just looked boring.
Oh, you're playing as a pirate.
Yeah,
get your own
but if
little
I'm gonna
ship
play
and
as a pirate,
you
I'd
go
rather do that on
You go steal from people.
Assassin's Creed.
We should play Lost Planet.
But you can play it together. It's co-op.
Yeah, but it just like from what I seen, and that was the older bill. It wasn't fun. It was like go to this island, have the map, dig for treasure. You found the treasure.
It's amazing.
Drink, run around, jump in the water. Oh no, somebody blew up our boat. It was just like
Sounds
these
amazing.
guys weren't having fun with it when it came out. I was like, I don't think I would have fun with that. Even with like you guys, I'd be like,
Yeah, I guess in any multiplayer game, as long as you're with your friends, you could have fun with.
but for me, it just wouldn't be like the grounded. I would play that outside of you guys to
Yeah,
build up the base and stuff.
you
And
would
then
cheat on
inside that
us.
game, hmm?
You would cheat on us and play without us.
I wouldn't cheat on you. I'd help you guys out
So
and
when you
play,
come back, you built this
yeah.
huge castle.
Or and I come back and all the stuff is stocked up, all
I
the
know.
collectibles and stuff
That
like
looks fun.
that.
I do want
Maybe
to play Grounded.
yeah. So I
Uh,
mean something like that. Maybe Ark too.
yeah. Oh yeah,
You
Ark
know.
too. All these games are all on the Xbox Pass, Game
Yeah.
Pass. All right. Well, gentlemen, it's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. So, do you have any Teddy's treats to leave today with some nuggets of wisdom?
If at first you don't succeed, give up and try something else.
That was great.
Whoa.
Great Teddy's treats. Thank you, sir. We'll have to make a little intro song for that too. All right, gentlemen. So next week we'll try to wrap up the year, maybe some best ofs, and we'll see how it goes. We got some more
Yep,
stuff
yep.
coming. I'm some more stuff coming from the YouTube video. We still got some games that I've been playing, along with some Phasmophobia that we've all played. I can put that together. So keep a lookout for that on our YouTube channel. Our Twitter handle is still Scatterbrain ST. Scatterbrain ST. And any of you guys have any socials to plug?
Not yet. I still need to get mine up and running and my dedicated ones.
Sounds good. All right, guys. We'll have a good week. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas
Happy
and Happy New Year.
holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy trails to you.
All right, guys. So I'll
No.
talk to you guys. Have a good week. See y'all later.
Buenas noches.
Take care. Bye.